Hi, welcome to the Miracles and Faith channel. I'm your host, Linda Kaye. Today, joining me, as she has in the last few interviews, is an artist, a composer, and author, Lorraine Snider-Hanley. Hi, Mom.
Well, good morning.
What do you do as a parent when the child no longer wants to pay attention? The child no longer feels the need to have that parenting go on. Is that just simply part of the growing up process, or is there a part that you still want to hang on to as that child?
I don't think you want to hang on to the child as much as you want to hang on to the care of that child.
Being responsible aside, I mean, certainly you're financially and legally responsible for that child.
Exactly.
Are you spiritually responsible for them?
Absolutely. If you no longer prayed for that child and just gave up, well, that would be like my Heavenly Father giving up on me. And He guides me daily, daily, daily. I'm here because God has given me a little bit of wisdom, a lot of laughter in my soul. You have to have a sense of comedy. You have to have a sense of strictness and sincerity. Yes, I do believe that. You are never free of caring for your children.
But you can care and they can not care that you care. How does that feel as a parent?
Well, sometimes it's hurtful, but then that reminds me of a situation where when things are going good, sometimes I forget to go to God all day long in prayer because my thoughts are pretty spiritual most of the time. But sometimes I get sidetracked with other family issues or something silly that's on the outside that'll take my attention and not put my time in with God. And a day might go by, 2 days might go by. First thing, you've missed a whole week of prayer. How did that happen?
Sure.
And here again, it goes back to, what did I just do? My Heavenly Father gave me so much, and what did I do to Him? I didn't even call Him today. I didn't call Him Monday.
Guilty?
Oh, yes, I'm feeling very guilty. Lord, I am sorry. Forgive me for my lackness and my attitude, because part of it is a big attitude.
Do you hope that your kids feel a little sense of that guilt for not staying in touch with you?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do because
the question was, do you think they do, or do you hope that they have a little bit of guilt?
To tell you the truth, at this age in my life, I don't care if they do because the answer is up to them. They're adult enough. But there were times when they were in high school and I'm thinking, such gratitude you have.
Sure.
And I was be sure to mention them, say, thanks a lot for telling me thank you.
Sure, there's that sense of hurt as a parent,
Right.
That maybe even disappointment, possibly even anger. Is it easy to let go of them when they're at their worst as they're growing up?
That's a loaded question.
Sure. I loaded it, shoot it out there.
No, when they were going through their worst periods, this is when I was closest to God, because it was a scary time to know that they were out there stepping into the world of challenges, the world of try new things, and they were being tested for their faith and their honor to God, but they were also being tested, are they going to be faithful to themselves? And 99% of the time, it was a joy ride for today, forget tomorrow.
So, Mom, would you say that the purpose of your life or your purpose in life changes as you age?
I think it's gotten stronger and probably going off in different directions, but it's stronger than it's ever been.
Okay.
Now.
All right. Fair enough. I can think of an example of this purpose-driven life, and I'm going to give it to you. Your purpose for being married to Dad was different than the purpose for you marrying in your second marriage. Your first reason and purpose in life was to have a family, to build a family, to have a life with somebody. You didn't have that same sense because you already had your own family. He had his own family. How is that different in a second marriage?
I believe in a second marriage, you're looking more for I was looking for a companion, someone to hold me up when I'm down, someone to have my back, someone for me to encourage and give them strength, be encouragements to each other.
So be a friend.
Correct.
Not an accomplice.
Not we didn't need more children. I needed more help.
You wanted somebody that you could talk to
That's right.
in a different way. Did your conversation change? Was it different for him than it was for Dad?
Oh, certainly, very much different. It's a different type of a challenge. I have so much of my body left that's in good shape. My eyes are not there, but I'm here.
Was there ever a time when you went blind and you were obviously trying everything that you could to get your vision back and to maintain whatever vision you had? At some point, did you feel like, that's it, I'm done, I'm life's over?
Well, at one point I thought dying would be, being present with the Lord would be a blessing. Take me home, Lord. But it's not that easy.
So is it your decision to go home?
If it were, I'd be gone, and thank goodness it's not my decision.
Your handicap, if you want to consider it a handicap, is sort of a blessing in disguise?
It's a blessing in disguise.
In what way?
I read people, I hear differently, I understand things in a different, deep spiritual sense. I think the biggest and the hardest thing for me was to understand what God had in mind for me, being so strong and so independent.
Are you afraid of being dependent?
No, I'm not afraid of being dependent, only up to a certain point. When I come to the point where I will not be able to take care of my personal hygiene, I think that's going to be a difficult time in my life. It's probably something I would hope to pass over. God says, I want you to have some humility. Learn to be a taker instead of just always the giver. It's very, very hard to be on the receiving end, and I'm feeling like people want to help me. I've always felt I needed to help others, but God says, no, it's your turn.
Does purpose change as you age?
My purpose has definitely changed.
So does it make you fearful or afraid of being so dependent on somebody?
Sometimes. In my prayer thoughts, it goes out, I've got to help others. I've got to help people understand the love of God and His great grace, the grace that He has sent to each of us.